And now I am delighted to invite you to the next session of this afternoon. It is an exciting panel discussion on the topic of cybersecurity skill gaps, educating the next generation of digital defender. We're honored to welcome our esteemed panelists. Please join me in giving a warm round of applause to Mr. Tun Zaw, Chief Information Security Officer and Senior Vice President at Athena Dynamics. Kun Sarah Hansakul, Brand and IT Manager at Rainbow Silver Company Limited, Ek Thailand, and Admin of ThaiCySec. Kun Tweewat, President of ISC2 Bangkok Chapter. And to guide us through this engaging session, it is my pleasure to invite our moderator, Mr. Paul Craig, Thailand Ambassador for CREST. Let's welcome all of our speakers and panelists on stage.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody.
Yes, good afternoon.
So I think we'll start this panel with a pretty
For me start?
with a pretty open question. We will start with you, Sarah.
Okay.
We will. Sarah, do you think the cybersecurity skills taught in Thailand are both accessible and affordable? And what do you think could help increase the rate of adoption?
For me, right now, for the NCSA program that keep providing free studying about the cybersecurity right now, I think it's affordable and accessible for many Thai people right now for just some level. But of course, there's many costs, like a commercial cost in Thai language that you have to pay for the tuition fee or for the studying fee. They have a cost for some level as well. Especially for me as a master degree student, I pay the tuition fee for the master degree for about $500,000 a year. For study term for 2 years is about almost 200,000.
Right.
But for master degree as well.
Right.
What I would like to say, because everything is in Thai language, it's easy for Thai people to access.
Right.
But for you, when you think for the worldwide population who would like to access for the cybersecurity skill education, there's many free content around in the internet, but it is in English. I think this is the barrier for Thai people.
Right. Okay. Now, Zaw, just to sort of add on to that point, how do you think Thailand would compare to other countries in the region? So you're based in Singapore, aren't you? How does Thailand here sort of compare with that, in your opinion?
Sure. I think in terms of the cyber development, I can see that in Thailand, it's quite heartening to see that it's quite, there are a lot of passions from people in Thailand. There are a lot of very young people that I have talked to in the past few days, really keen to learn a lot more about cyber. So I think Thailand is in a good place at the moment. And I think to also relate back to the earlier question, right? I think one thing that we do in Singapore is in terms of the ecosystem development. So we have like communities of hobbyists or people, cyber professionals sharing whatever they are doing at work, sharing resources and all these, so that people can have access to this at a more easily available and stuff, right? So yeah, and coincidentally, I'm also part of the ISC2 Singapore chapter. And yeah, we also do a lot of sharing sessions for the industry and all these. All these are free of charge for the members to attend and all these. So I think these kind of things will actually help the community develop more.
So what you're talking about is more sort of collaboration between different sectors within the community. So education, private, public, people working together.
Yeah, that's right. I think PPP collaboration is really important because a lot of government support is also needed, because Like for example, we have a lot of courses in cyber for career converters, like maybe somebody who used to be a chef, who used to be a taxi driver, who want to come into cyber. The government will subsidize some portion of the cost. So things like this can help encourage more people to join, I guess.
Right, okay. So moving on to the next question, I'll open this up to everyone on the panel. Maybe starting with you, Kunpop. Cybersecurity internships, professional internships, are a great way for someone to get an entry into the field where they otherwise sort of might not be able to. Are you able to share any internship programs or opportunities that are available here or regionally that would allow people to break into cybersecurity?
Actually, if you are looking for the professional internship, right?
Yeah.
I don't think so. As I can see in this quite a few years. But if you are looking at the new bachelors, the new graduate, sorry, there are quite a huge demand in terms of the new graduated internship program that they are working directly with NCSA.
Right.
Yeah. So many companies, right? They are very eager to coordinate with NCSA to find a new graduate in cybersecurity to do an internship program with them.
Okay.
It will take around 3 to 6 months internship, also a paid internship.
Okay, so it's a paid
internship. It's not working for free.
Right.
It's a paid internship, which they'll be able to get into the cybersecurity career field very easily. Because normally those kind of position, right, they need to coordinate with vendors together to design, to build some controls that actually has been planned for. And they can play so many roles in terms of that internship, just like the cybersecurity analyst, which are very popular in terms of the company that they would like to coordinate for this internship program. Because the cybersecurity analyst, normally, basically it's log analyst. To do the log analyzing, right, it's a pretty boredom. There's too many information, right, passed through your eyes. Yeah. So there's so many tools, just like the CM tool, right, SIEM, that can help reduce the number of logs. And there's several techniques to be able to correlate and define which kind of logs that can be an incident in terms of cybersecurity or maybe data privacy, any kind of the maybe law and regulation violation that they would like to find from those incidents.
Okay.
So this is in the past few years has been.
Are there any notable companies that you would like to mention that have these internship programs?
Actually, there's so many companies.
So many,
It's so many companies.
Well, that's great. I mean, this helps create more cybersecurity experts in Thailand.
For example, like in terms of the manufacturing, right? Thai Union is one of an example. And my friends, right, my close friend, which is actually the past president of IC2 Bangkok chapter, Virak Thaka. He is also a speaker in some other session. He is very well developed in terms of the internship program. Yeah.
Okay.
So the newly graduate can find so many opportunities, not only Thai unions, right? Maybe in financial sector, maybe in travel and transportation, maybe in terms of automotive. Yeah, I can see many companies. Yeah, and they just reach out to NCSA as one of the key main coordinator. Yeah, just like B2B matching, business to business matching. This is a company to a job seeker matching. Yeah, but just for newly graduate. But in terms of the professional internship, did you see anything?
For me, I think in the banking sector as well. As I know, KBTG, something like that. And when you said that students have to pay in the advance to go into that scholarship it's like an internship program because many Thai company would like to keep this internship to be their own employee by themselves. So when they require to grab that money in the advance because they would like to have such a guarantee that they would work with us, not to just study for our secret many technology and then go to work with other companies.
Also, you mean it's actually their local staff, right? Their own
Yes.
staff, right?
Yes.
That-
It's like to book it
That
at the
approach for their own
yes.
company internship program,
Yes,
a
yes.
professional internship program.
Yes.
Okay, understood. Yeah, so not for new job seeker, right?
So the next question, Mr. Zaw. When people look at cybersecurity skills, usually the first skill that comes to their mind is ethical hacking, penetration testing. But cybersecurity is a really diverse and large field. What other certifications or sort of education programs could lead to a career that's going to be growing in future that people should look at other than just penetration testing?
Sure. I think there are a lot of other career fields in cyber that people are not aware of. Like, for example, I think these days I'm seeing a lot more of DFIR trained consultants. So digital forensics is a very interesting topic for those who have dived into it before. So I'm seeing more and more people coming into that in addition to the penetration testing, because that's usually the first step that a lot of people enter into cyber, either that or SOC. After that, they go into specializations like DFIR or even OT cybersecurity, right? Because OT is really a valuable asset, and these days OT threats are getting more and more common. And even OT itself is very complicated because there are different types of OTs. Like if you're talking about a power plant, it's different from how you actually protect a ship compared to an airplane. So it's an area that we really need a lot more people, and fortunately, I'm seeing that in all the OT, cybersecurity related kind of events or programs, there are a lot of interest as compared to the traditional cyber.
Okay, all right. Now, next question, I pass over to you, Sarah.
Okay.
There's an interesting sort of problem that I see in Thailand, where the Thai language itself actually seems to be such a hindrance to people passing cybersecurity exams. And you touched on this briefly. But I wanted to know what your opinion was for the problem I hear from people who say passing OSCP in Thailand makes you so proud because it shows that your English is good enough to pass OSCP. Nothing to do with the work, the technical element, just the language. What's your take on having exams in Thai or English, or what people could do to try and cross that barrier?
Okay, if I would like to say, there's many certifications in cybersecurity that Thai people can be accessed easily right now. But if I can say in loudly, like from CompTIA, from the EC Councils, and lots of them have the Thai version of the examination, but not from CREST, but not from OPSEC, of course. So this is one reason that when people got the certification from such examination, they would be proud because there's no Thai version for the first reason.
Right.
And for what?
Right.
Okay. And for the second, because for the OSCP that you said, it is a practical exam. And you all know already that many job skills in cybersecurity, we have to show what we could do in practically, not just from the text, not just from the something that cannot show off. So OSCP is I cannot say that this is entry level, but you can show people that you can do pen tests, right?
Yes.
When comparing with the other exam that has no any real things to do to show for the recruiter, right?
Yes.
So for the Thai people, when you say about the OSCP, it is like a higher level that people would dream of. it's not easy for Thai people who is not English proficient.
Okay.
So this is in my opinion.
Okay. Now, Kunpop, I have a question for you. I know you're the ISC Squared chapter president in Bangkok. Are you able to share what training or education is available through ISC Squared here in Thailand if someone was looking to try and leverage or make use of ISC Squared?
Let's start with the affordable one first.
Yes.
The affordable one is actually the scholarship based from the NCSA and ISC2 program. We are doing it for every year actually, even though there may be some delay on the program. But the second batch has just been through, and tomorrow is the last day of the program. So even though it's a lot of competition, because the applicants, right, there'll be around 1,000 applicants, but the scholarship will only be around 50 scholarships. This program is actually it's a capability building for the country, for the Thailand. We would like to create more cybersecurity leadership and operation level into the market, because actually right now we are very, very in terms of technical people, right? There are too much technical people, too much, not too many, too much. Which OSCP is one of an example, right? The one that has a practical skill in terms of pen testing. That is basically a technical skill, yeah. But you know, what technical skill bring in terms of cybersecurity? It brings you the proudness, right? You feel proud of being able to show OSCP certification. But look into the real market, right? The more people certify in EC Council, certified ethical hacking, OSCP, or CompShare, Pentest Plus, or anything else, right? Which is about pen testing. The less the income you gain. Because there are too many, right? Yeah, there are too much, actually, the person who can do pen testing, not only in Thailand, but worldwide, right? So basically, based on the job salary survey, you can see the declining in terms of the annual salary based on the pen testing, because it's only one of the job in terms of cybersecurity field. It's and cybersecurity audit and assurance job. Yeah, so we are trying to create the whole portfolio of cybersecurity, which any organization required to have. Basically, it's separated into 6 areas. The first one is the risk management, which is the key one that require people to be able to understand what kind of risk that they are facing and what is the appropriate controls or maybe other response, right? Just to transfer the risk or accept the risk, or maybe you create an exception because that risk is actually not being considered at the moment because maybe you have some limitation. So first one, cybersecurity risk management. This is a required skill because it leads to any other security protection or security controls. The second one is the security, which is strategic and governance. We require someone that can create the governance framework to be able to manage the risk properly, right? You require the people in your organization, the management, to be able to manage and operate under the good governance in terms of security. So you know what is appropriate. The third one is the security program and project management, because each of the year there will be a lot of projects, right, that you need to maybe refresh the control, implement the control, or maybe do the audit and assurance, anything that require compliance, right? And then the third one is security operation. It is a day-to-day operation, right? Basically, we look in everything that we need to run properly, in terms of CIA, confidentiality, integrity, availability, and we require the incident to be able to be controlled, right? In any incident that happens, we need to control it to lower the damage, to make sure we can pass through and get resilience after the incident, right? So, and also There is the fifth one, which is the security incident management. Yeah, it's lead from operation into incident. We need to be able to do cyber offense, cyber defense, cyber threat intelligence, right? Cyber security analyst. This one to review whatever happened, or maybe we know the incident before it happened, right? And we can actually take on and get the incident to be successfully correct or be fixed before the real incident or damage happen. And number 6, it's business continuity management, which is actually required because any incident that could cause the damage, it's also damage the availability. So you require to be able to recover from whatever incident happened by your subsidiary system, or maybe your redundancy, right? Or maybe your DR site, or maybe you actually use the cloud, right? AZ, availability zone, or maybe region to be able to recover or get your business to be continued. So those are the area that IC2, right, has been focusing. So they're quite a different certification that, but actually mostly it tackle all the field of cybersecurity, not only for audit and assurance.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pop. Now, I open this question to everyone in the panel, but starting with you, Zaw. Could you share what events or training or sort of community-based programs are available this year, maybe within the region, that if people wanted to get into cybersecurity, wanted to advance their skills, what would be worthwhile attending? Other than CyberSec Asia, of course.
Yeah, definitely this is one of them. And because I'm based in Singapore, I think I'll share a little bit more based on the events that I know in Singapore. I think all of us, for people in cyber, it's always one of our dreams to go to Black Hat, US, or DEF CON. But in the region, there are not a lot of very offensive-focused events. I think in Singapore, we have an event called Off by One, which is one of the newly created events. I think it's like the second year or something. It's focused on DEF CON, kind of technical trainings and briefings. We also have something called SynCon, which is happening, I think, in a couple of months' time. And basically in Singapore, I think every month you probably have 1 or 2 cyber events to attend to. So many, right? So you just pick and choose which area you are more interested in, and there are communities available that you just follow and keep track of what events are happening. So yeah.
What about you, Sarah? Are there any events happening at a community level in Thailand?
In Thailand, right? In Thailand, all you know that we have a very progressive community as well. Vendor neutral, like a 2,600 Thailand, but it's for the pen testing, for the technical that you headed. And then
No. I didn't head that.
Okay.
I'm telling the way that we should be able to balance all field of cybersecurity, not focusing on only pen testing.
Yes, or technical skills, something like that. And more than that, we have like a global organization supported, like OWAF Thailand, like AC Square as well. I don't know how to pronounce AC2 or Square.
And ISACA.
ISACA as well. Yes, that maybe not monthly, but like a half a year, something like that. That gather many people, and people must keep to attend to get a CPE or something like that, also for some event as well.
Actually, we are now like a 12 event a year, right? So maybe one a month, right? Once a month, once a month.
Yes, that sounds great.
Yeah. We are reaching Singapore level.
In every
Meeting
field.
minimum baseline to Singapore level. Yeah.
So there's many.
Yeah, you missed the red pill, blue pill event as well.
Yes, but
Really like
that's
seeing that
from
event.
2,600
Yes.
as well. There's a big event biannual.
Okay, that's awesome.
And also the newly established DEF CON. Yeah, there's also DEF CON event in Thailand. DEF CON Thailand.
Oh, really?
Right.
There's a DEF CON Thailand.
Yeah.
Wow.
The number is 2035 maybe. Yeah, the number of the DEF CON 2035.
And that's
DEF CON
happening
Thailand.
this year?
Happened last year and this year also.
Okay.
Last year in December, already create one event.
Oh, wow. Okay.
In early first week of December. Yeah.
I think this time is today, right? Or yesterday, I cannot remember.
The head of DevCon Thailand is Majan Vendahai, which actually he used to be the director of ThaiCert. Yeah. So he established DevCon Thailand. Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
Okay. So we're almost out of time. So I'd like to thank you guys for your feedback and your wisdom on the Thai cybersecurity skills gap. And thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So much.
Thanks for
Thank you
having us.
all. Thank you for everyone.
Thank you so much for the great session. Thank you to our moderator, Paul Craig, and all the amazing panelists for sharing the insights on cybersecurity skill gaps, educating the next generation of digital defender. Please help us scan the QR code on the screen for your feedback so we can continuously improve our events. สำหรับ panel ก่อนหน้านี้นะคะทาง panelist ค่ะได้เล่าให้ฟังนะคะในเรื่องของทักษะทางด้านไซเบอร์นะคะที่ปัจจุบันนี้นะคะทุกท่านค่ะมองเห็นว่าบุคลากรนะคะคนรุ่นใหม่ค่ะมีความสนใจนะคะและให้ความสำคัญเกี่ยวกับการหาความรู้นะคะแล้วก็ทำความเข้าใจเรื่อง Cybersecurity มากยิ่งขึ้นนะคะโดย panelist ทุกท่านนะคะมองเห็นว่ามีการร่วมมือกันมากขึ้นค่ะระหว่างภาคส่วนนะคะทั้งภาครัฐและภาคเอกชนเลยค่ะเพื่อพัฒนาทักษะต่างๆนะคะในด้าน Cybersecurity ค่ะโดยมีทั้งกิจกรรมมากมายนะคะไม่ว่าจะเป็น Internship Program นะคะหรือว่าการให้ทุนต่างๆนะคะโดยทั้งภาครัฐและภาคเอกชนค่ะในด้านการเรียนรู้ด้านอื่นๆนะคะที่เรียกได้ว่ามีความเชื่อมโยงกับ Cybersecurity นะคะก็มีการให้ความสำคัญมากขึ้นเช่นกันนะคะไม่ว่าจะเป็น Digital Forensic DFIR นะคะหรือว่า OT นั่นเองค่ะใน panel นะคะมีได้คุยกันด้วยถึงเรื่องของการเทรนนิ่งต่างๆนะคะซึ่งในเมืองไทยปัจจุบันก็มีการเทรนนิ่งเยอะแยะมากเลยนะคะเช่นจาก NCSA นะคะ ISC2 Program นะคะแล้วก็Business Continuity Management ก็เป็นอีกหนึ่งเทรนนิ่งสำคัญนะคะที่ panelist ก็ให้ความสำคัญแล้วก็เล่าให้เราฟังเมื่อสักครู่ค่ะและสุดท้ายนะคะในเรื่องของ Community Based Program และ Event ต่างๆนะคะที่เกี่ยวกับ Cyber Security ค่ะPanelist ได้มองเห็นนะคะว่าปัจจุบันนี้เนี่ยมีEvent นะคะกิจกรรมต่างๆที่เกี่ยวข้องกับ Cyber Security มากขึ้นทุกวันเลยนะคะอย่างในสิงคโปร์เนี่ยจะมีเกิดขึ้นทุกๆเดือนเลยนะคะทุกท่านก็สามารถที่จะเลือกนะคะในหัวข้อที่ตัวเองสนใจแล้วก็ไปชมได้นะคะทั่วโลกเนี่ยก็จะมีBlack Cat นะคะ DevCon นะคะในสิงคโปร์อาจจะมี SingCon ค่ะและในเมืองไทยนะคะสปีกเกอร์ของเราได้แชร์ว่าปัจจุบันตอนนี้เรามี DevCon Thailand แล้วนะคะเรียกได้ว่าการที่จะพัฒนานะคะศักยภาพและความเข้าใจทางด้าน Cyber Skill นะคะเป็นสิ่งสำคัญมากๆเลยนะคะที่บุคลากรและคนรุ่นใหม่เนี่ยจะช่วยนะคะเพื่อพัฒนาในเรื่องของ Cyber Security ให้กับองค์กรนะคะทั้งภาครัฐและภาคเอกชนในอนาคตนั่นเองค่ะ